This is a really ugly interview.
I know. You want me to get you a cup of water, or is that good?
No, this
you want a refill? All right, let me grab something. I'll be right back, okay?
It's cold in here.
You got a jacket or anything? Let me see if we got a blanket.
Okay. Thank you. Don't leave me in here forever.
I'm coming.
At just 21 years old, Alexandra Schreffler thought she could manipulate the police. She believed that if she smiled, acted nervous, and played the role of a victim, detectives would buy her story. But what she didn't realize is that when you're sitting in an interrogation room, every word, every twitch, every excuse you give only becomes evidence.
I'm not nervous about going to jail or any of that because I didn't do anything.
There you go.
And then he got out of his truck, he walked around the back, he started walking up to the porch, and only one person came from this way, and it looked like they started rumbling and fighting. No, this is being blamed on me.
Well, no. No one's saying you pulled the trigger or anything like that. Not once have we said that.
Okay, but then what are you thinking? I set this up? Why would I set up somebody to be killed?
Tell me.
Do I look like that kind of person?
This is the case of a young woman who became bait in a deadly robbery and then tried to lie her way out of it.
So let me decide whether it's relevant or irrelevant.
No, because I'm the one that's going to be thrown through the mud for this, not you. And I just probably ruined my life.
Why? By telling the truth?
No, I ruined my life because nobody's going to hire me. Nothing.
On the evening of July 10th, 2016, 18-year-old Colton Shearer accepted Alexandra's invitation to what he thought was a casual party. He had no idea that by stepping onto her property, he was walking into a trap that would ultimately cost him his life.
I don't even know who he had come do this with him. He disappeared. I yelled out the door for his name multiple times. I yelled and yelled and yelled. And Jordan never came. Nobody never came. And then Nicole pulled up and I walked outside. Why would I walk outside and put myself in the middle of that?
The moment Colton arrived, 3 men, Jordan Coleman, Taurian Johnson, and Ozell McNabb, emerged from the shadows. What began as a planned robbery quickly escalated into chaos, and in the middle of the gunfire, Colton was left fatally wounded. At first, Alexandra appeared to be nothing more than an innocent bystander caught in the crossfire. She cried, begged to go home, and claimed she had nothing to do with it. To some, she looked like a naive young woman in the wrong place at the wrong time. But detectives had a different theory. They believed Colton's death was not random, but the result of an inside job. And the one person who could confirm their suspicions was Alexandra Schreffler herself, and they brought her down for interrogation. What follows next is a case that will definitely enrage you.
So why don't we do, okay, so who you been living there with?
Jordan.
Jordan?
Yes, sir.
Now, understand I'm coming to this real late here, so I don't know the names of anybody. Yeah, they woke me up in the middle of the night, and I gotta try and I'm terrible with names anyway. I remembered yours just because I worked that case with you a while ago. All right, so you live with a Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
What's Jordan's last name?
Coleman. But he wasn't here or any of that. I don't know where he's at, honestly.
Okay.
I think he's in a party in Middleburg, but then again...
How old's Jordan?
20.
Is this your boyfriend, or is this just a friend?
Jordan's just my friend. But
is he a white male?
Yeah, his Nana...
It turned out that Jordan Coleman wasn't just present at the house that night. The entire robbery had been his idea from the very beginning.
Makes sense now.
Yeah.
Jordan's like my roommate, but he does what he wants. He's crazy loon.
And he wasn't there at all tonight?
No, sir. I don't know where he's been since, like, I got done babysitting around 5, and I walked home and he wasn't there.
Where does he pull up at your house?
In the driveway. Just he pulls up in the driveway.
Is he like right up? I mean, is there a parking area? Is it a paved driveway? I mean, I haven't been out. It's rocks. It's just rocks. So but just pull straight up to the house, just straight in?
Yeah, okay. like okay, all right, this is, we're about to do a demonstration. This is the house.
Yep.
This is the porch. This is the driveway.
Okay.
There's a tree line. The driveway is about this wide.
Okay.
He pulled in. This is the house. This would be the back of the house over here. So this is the porch right here. There's a house part right here. He pulled in about right here to where his tailgate was, with a body distance, honestly, from the bottom step.
Okay.
Like where the porch
so he
goes
pulls
down.
right up to the house.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He didn't pull up to the front part of the house. It was more towards the back.
And you're on the phone with him. You walk outside.
Yeah, I was on the phone with him.
And now walk me through what you see when you come outside.
I kicked the front door open. I was on the phone with him, and I was like, "Hold on, I'm kicking the door open." He said, "What?" And he's like, I'm here. And I kicked it open and I was like, I know, I see you. And then he got out of his truck. I don't know if he turned it off or not. I don't remember. He got out of his truck. He walked around the back part of the truck. And like, as soon as he like went to walk up on the stairs, someone came from this way. And then I know that I saw more than 6 people in my yard. I know for a fact. Maybe I was just freaking out and seeing shit. Excuse my language.
No, you're
but
fine. Cussing is not going to offend me.
Okay.
You can cuss all you want.
Well, I saw someone come running from this way.
Detectives know that claims of an unknown assailant are always a red flag. It's a classic attempt at misdirection, one that rarely fools investigators. In fact, it usually has the opposite effect, putting even more suspicion on the very person making the claim.
They were drugged and dressed.
Now, when you say this way, if this bottle caps your house and this is the front porch, right, again, right? They came from this direction, like from
like the road.
From like the main road, 16.
Yeah, like from the road. Now, I don't know if they were in a car. I don't know if they were on foot. It makes no sense that somebody would sit at my house on their feet.
What does that person look like?
Who?
That ran up. Did you get a good look at him?
I don't know. I don't even know if he was black or white. I know.
Are you sure it's a guy?
I don't even know if it was a guy. I mean, I don't think a female would have attacked a guy.
Now, when you mean attacked, how did that happen? How'd that pan out? Are y'all still on the phone or have you hung up?
No, I hung up, like, as soon as I saw him walk around the turn. I was like, I know, I see you.
Okay.
No, I was standing
on the porch. Or staying on the porch, and he's walking up.
Mm-hmm.
And about the time he gets to the bottom step, you see someone run up.
Yeah, but we got off the phone, I hung up as soon as I said, I see you.
Gotcha.
And he put his phone.
Okay. So he's just walking up. He gets to that bottom step, and when you mean somebody attacks him, help me understand. Are they tackling him? What?
Like, it wasn't like somebody was robbing somebody. Like, nobody, like, went up with no guns. I never saw a gun, not one gun. I only heard gunshots. It looked like somebody was mad at him. Like, they knew him. Like, I know you, I'm about to beat the fuck out of you.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of thing. Like, it didn't, I couldn't see Colton's face or that person's face, but the way it happened, like, it looked like that was, like, somebody meant to do that.
Well, is Colton having any drama right now?
I haven't hung out with him. I know that. No, I don't really dramatize on Facebook. Like, I use it to communicate.
Have you seen anything on his page where people are threatening him?
This is the first time I've saw him since February.
Okay. Did these people? And you said you saw numerous people.
Key thing. I stopped hanging out with Colton because he sold cocaine.
Okay.
I don't want to be like a snitch or anything, but
you don't need
I stopped.
Here, let me tell you something about all that. Honestly, you're going to do Colton a big favor if you're honest about what he does and everything that he's involved in.
Alexandra tries to shift blame onto Colton, downplaying the victim and casting herself as innocent. Suspects often do this when pressured, deflecting by portraying the victim as the aggressor to create doubt. But the detective recognized this pattern instantly.
Well, I know, but here's the deal. Okay, he was shot tonight, right? Right? Isn't that what you told me?
I don't know. I know what they have been telling me. I don't know. I don't know for sure that my friend was shot.
Okay. People were shot in that pickup truck. It very well could be Colton. I'm sorry because I didn't make it out there before I turned around and had to come back out here, or I would know that for sure. So there's a good chance he was shot. I don't care what he does, okay? He could sell coke. He could do anything. It doesn't give anybody the right to shoot anybody, okay?
I completely agree with you.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why don't worry about that. If he sells, he sells. It's dangerous, obviously. He sells cocaine, but it ain't. I'm not going to go investigate him for it.
I know, but stuff like this happens with stuff like that. This is why I don't hang out with people like this.
It does. What else does he sell?
I don't know. I know he hangs out with everybody in Middleburg that sells drugs.
Okay.
That's why I stopped hanging out.
Are we talking?
No. Okay. I'm just talking about, like, little jit shit, like some Xanax on the side or some dabs or you know what I'm saying? Nothing like or do the people that he hang around with sell that stuff? Yeah. All of them do. They think it's funny to go downtown and sell to strangers. They think it's hilarious. I don't think it's funny.
Right.
But they think it's hilarious.
Okay.
They do get into some deep. Do I go with them? I went with Joey one time, and that was honestly why I stopped hanging out with that crowd, because of Joey individually, and Colton was just like a friend of his. And Colton hit me up on Facebook 2 days ago, and I was in Middleburg and I was gonna hang out with him, but I didn't. And tonight I was bored and I was like, I'm at my house. I'm not at somebody else's house. If you want to come over, come over. I can invite you to my house.
How long have you known Colton?
Last November,
Almost a year? A little less
Almost
than a year?
yeah. Because
Okay.
I talked to Joey in like November, December, January, and February, and Colton was his friend, so.
Now be straight with me, okay? Because did he come over with or something? I mean, was he bringing dope over?
No, he wasn't bringing anything over. The only thing that I knew that he was bringing was the beer. The beer, that's it.
Is he known to have dope on him? And I'm not trying to say that he was...
That's what I'm, like, I don't know. I don't know him. He could be completely different of who he was then. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody changes.
When's the last time you hung out with him?
When a detective looks you in the eye and says he doesn't care about weed or cocaine, it means only one thing. You're going to jail for a long time. Alexandra speaks quickly, firing off her answers with confidence. It is a desperate attempt to control the narrative. By avoiding pauses, she hopes to leave no room for doubt. At first, it almost works. But the problem with speaking too fast is that the lies can't keep up. The moment the detective presses her for details, the cracks begin to show, and Alexandra starts contradicting herself.
So these guys come up. Do Colton and this person start fighting immediately? Is there anything said to Colton? What kind of helped me understand what's happening there?
I walked out the door. Well, I kicked the door open.
Right.
I said, I see you. He walked around the thing. He was laughing. I said, Celeste is putting on some shorts and, like, do you want to go or do you want to stay? What do you want to do? And he's like, I don't know. Boom.
Okay.
I didn't even see this person. Like, I really didn't even see this person until they were, like, on the ground right here. Like, until I saw someone on top of Colton. Like, I thought it was, like, somebody got out of the other side of the truck and came up and was, like, playing with him.
How did Colton get on the ground?
The person knocked him out.
Okay, punched him? I mean, came up and stuck him or
I
tackled him?
assume because
somehow
they,
he
like, it didn't, like, what I'm saying is, like, when I was standing on the porch, it didn't look like what happened. And I don't know what happened after I went inside, but, like, it didn't look like somebody was about to get shot and people were, none of that was what it looked like. Like, at first I thought it was his friend. Like, I literally thought it was somebody that he, like, I thought he knew the person.
But you wouldn't run in if you thought it was his friend, right? You know what I mean?
I mean, I would run away from anybody that was sitting there fighting. Honestly,
okay.
I'm just saying I'm a little bit of a scaredy cat. I didn't know that person.
Okay. So they start fighting on the ground. Are they saying anything? Do you remember anybody saying anything? Was there yelling? No? It was just quiet? All right. So run me through. He's on the ground. What do you do from that point?
I went inside.
Okay.
And within seconds, the first gunshot was made. That's the only one I heard.
Okay. You heard one gunshot, and that's when you said you hit the floor. You slide back.
I hit the floor between the refrigerator and the counter right here. Like, when you walk into the house, there's a little counter, a stove, a sink, a caddy counter, and a counter.
Okay. So it's
I
in the
walked in
kitchen.
through the door, literally laid flat like this. Glass was in the kitchen floor. I thought somebody hit the window. Like, I thought somebody was shooting up my house. Like, I thought I was the person that was getting shot up. Like, that's what I thought it was at first.
Right.
I thought the people that were coming up weren't for him, like, or like anything. Like, I thought like a million things in my head, like what was going on. And then when I hit the floor because there was gunshots, I thought that.
Alexandra tries to stick to her story, keeping it close to what really happened, as that's what most liars do. They mix truth with lies so the forensics don't catch them. But she's not calm or careful right now. She's panicking. And when people panic, the cracks start to show. Even when she describes shocking details, she shows no concern, no emotion, nothing that reflects the gravity of what just happened. It is as though she doesn't grasp the seriousness of the situation, or perhaps she doesn't want to. What's clear is that Alexandra believes the detective is buying her story, and that false sense of confidence only digs her deeper into suspicion.
So y'all are hiding in the back, and you say you see what looks like the headlights leaving. And then that's when y'all walk out. You see the blood spot.
She stayed in the bathroom. She did not walk out.
She didn't walk out.
She did not see any of it. She did not stand by the door. Nothing. Like, she didn't know anything was going on until I said, Celeste, get the f*** down. Like, there's a gun. And she's like, what? And just ran.
Did Celeste know these guys at all?
No, she doesn't know Colton. No, she doesn't even know Colton. She's literally just my friend. That could have been
Michael.
after us.
No. Is there a chance Michael?
Oh,
Yeah, hear me out. Because he's like a friend, a real good friend of Celeste, right?
I mean, no, no.
This couldn't be like a jealousy thing. He sees a truck pull up.
He can't leave his house past 10.
Is he on what? Is he on
probation? Yeah.
But that don't mean nothing.
Oh, it does matter to his dad.
Does it?
Yes, his
How
dad
old's
is
Michael?
not. Michael's 17.
17?
Yeah, no. Home dog didn't pull out a gun and rob a bunch of people or kill a bunch of people at my house. I can tell you that for sure.
What have you been told by police? Because you keep saying robbing and all that. Were they robbed?
He said somebody was robbed and killed.
Who did?
That person or whatever. That guy. When Celeste got back in the car, she said that the officer said that somebody had been killed. And the whole way here, we were trying to ask that officer, was it a robbery? Did somebody die? Like, why were they there? And he was just nonchalantly, like, answering half of the questions like he wasn't giving us anything. Okay. So I'm kind of just, like, trying to put it together.
Now, he may not know, to be honest
with you.
Well,
I understand that he may not know, and I was trying to push questions out of him that he may not have known because I'm trying to make sense of it in my head. Mm-hmm. But why else would somebody come to my house and do this? Why else? Like, why the would somebody come with a gun to my house? Like, I don't even know how to turn the safety off of a gun.
Why does Colton have a gun? Is it because he's a...
I don't know if Colton has a gun or not.
Oh, I thought you said he did.
Well, I heard more than one gun bullet. You think that he didn't have a gun? I feel like if I sold I'd have a gun. Okay. You?
Well, I know, but I'm trying to find definite. Do you know if he has?
No, I don't know that Colton had a gun. I don't know whose gun it was. I don't know who shot the fire, but I'm assuming that it wasn't... Colton didn't shoot himself if he was really shot, and I don't think anybody else would shoot themselves.
Okay.
I know just about as much as you guys know, except for I knew the driver. Okay. And y'all don't.
Without realizing it, Alexandra starts to give herself away. She lets crucial details slip, and even more unsettling is the calm way she admits she knew about the death from the very beginning. But Alexandra's composure won't last. The detective is about to deliver a bombshell, followed by a single request that will rip apart the fragile facade she has been hiding behind.
Okay.
And y'all don't.
Let me ask you this, because it'll help me out tremendously with the Facebook messages. If I brought my laptop in here and I just let you log on your Facebook and you bring up those messages, would you mind just showing me?
Yeah, I can.
I ain't gonna go through your whole Facebook. I don't care. Listen, I know you smoke. I know you like to party. I don't care. It's no big deal. Okay? I just want to get that out there.
But I don't. I just hang around people that do.
But listen, it don't matter.
But who you hang around is who you are.
But it doesn't even matter. I'm not here to judge you. I'm literally just trying to figure out who shot up these people in your yard. Period. I don't care what's on your Facebook. I don't care what's on y'all's phone. That's the only thing I care about is figure out who pulled that trigger. Okay? So if I bring my laptop in here, will you show me the messages and everything like that?
The detective then leaves and comes back with the news he's making up, because he already knew what had happened, and the entire interrogation changes entirely.
I was just talking to one of my supervisors over there trying to get some answers, okay? This is now a homicide investigation.
Who's that?
I don't know yet.
You know, please.
No, I really don't. I don't. I really don't. I don't know the name of who's dead yet. But look at me, Alexandra. Look, do you go by Allie?
Yes.
Allie, I need you to take this very seriously. I'm not saying anything, but someone was murdered in your front yard.
Don't say that. I didn't go outside to check on them. I didn't go to the next door neighbor's house and call 911. I didn't do any of that. I just stayed at my house.
Allie, I'm not saying that there's anything that you could have done to change tonight. The reason why
I could have just went to bed. I could have stayed with Celeste. We didn't have to go to my house. We didn't have to find anybody to hang out with. We didn't have to do any of that.
Allie, the reason why I say this is probably the most serious thing you've ever been involved in, right? Okay.
And I have my 16-year-old friend involved in it too because she was at my house.
I know. So understand, this isn't just going to be some quick thing and you're going to get out of here. You're a witness in this, okay?
I don't want to be anymore.
But here's the deal. Let's say, and like I said, I don't know. Let's say Colton's your friend, right? Or you've known him for a while. If he is the one that was killed, you owe it to him to tell us everything, right? And help us, right? Now, as soon as I find out, I will be straight with you. I'll tell you. I know there was multiple people in the truck. I know there's multiple people that were shot. And I know that there's one dead so far. The other one's in the hospital.
Celeste had already told Alexandra someone had died in the yard, but when the detective revealed it was now a homicide and that the victim was Colton, the friend she had invited, Alexandra suddenly broke into tears. The display felt rehearsed, more a performance than a display of grief. Detectives knew they couldn't take her tears at face value. To find the truth, they would have to dig deeper.
I just kind of wanted you to know that these situations, 110% of every single one I've been here, and it's played out just like this situation. The same thing happened. Okay, the only thing that happened this time is it went farther than it normally would. Those people were not randomly there.
What do you mean in
The
my
people
situation?
This situation, the whole situation. All we're trying to find out is why those people are there and who they are. Okay, and our best shot is for you to tell us, because they did not pick that address randomly and happen to be there when
That
the guys...
address has been out for weeks.
What address?
That address, the power was turned off at the house and we were supposed to leave the house, but me and Celeste were there tonight just hanging out.
I understand that, but those guys did not show up there randomly.
I understand that.
So either you facilitated something or your friend did, but the bottom line is it didn't happen without your knowledge. So this is...
That would just happen in my yard with those people?
I don't think that you intended for what happened to happen. I'm saying those people that came there, you have some knowledge about who they are.
I don't. I swear to God, I don't. I would tell you if I don't. Or if I did.
Well, I mean, I think you'd be afraid at first because everybody would be. And nobody sits down and immediately tells us.
No, afraid was hearing gunshots go through my doors and my windows.
Mm-hmm.
That was afraid.
Okay. But now we're at this situation where we need to find out who they were. And the only people that's going to be able to tell us is probably going to be you.
Me?
Or your friend. I don't know their girl's name yet. Celeste.
This is what I didn't want to happen. I'm being completely honest. And I told you this was going to happen.
We're trying to figure it out, though. And think about it logically.
It could be anybody. You know how people are like the shit that goes on at the house?
Okay. Well, I'm not going to say nothing else. I'm going to let him talk to you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, we're just trying to figure out who the people are.
Okay.
Allie, hear me out.
No, this is being blamed on me.
Well, no. No one's saying you pulled the trigger or anything like that. Not once have we said that.
Okay, but then what are you thinking? I set this up? Why would I set up somebody to be killed?
You tell me.
Do I look like that kind of person?
No, I don't think you say anybody would be killed. But
I feel like that's what you just said.
Allie, hear me out.
I don't know the people. If I knew the people, I'd
just
tell
listen
you.
to me. Just listen to me. I want you to. I'm gonna tell you the facts we have right now. Look at me, Allie. Here's the deal. We're at a point now where you're protecting somebody who killed someone.
No, I'm not. I don't know who pulled the trigger.
You're
I don't
holding
know
back.
those people.
You just held back on me.
No.
You just held back on me. I don't know why you're protecting a murderer.
I'm not. Now I'm being defensive because I feel like now everybody's blaming this on me. And I literally was just trying to hang out with the...
Okay, but hear me out. Regardless of what your intentions were, a bad thing happened. That you set up, hey, come over here. This is my address. Come hang out or we'll leave from here.
If that was going to happen, why the hell would I give them my direct address? Why? Why wouldn't I give them the address next door? I'm smarter than that. If I was going to set that up, it wouldn't have happened like that.
Mm-hmm.
Dead or not dead, it wouldn't have happened like that. And I wouldn't have did it in my yard. I wouldn't have did it in my yard. I wouldn't have let anybody do anything in my yard like that ever. Why would I do that? I would be sitting right here.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I tell...
I agree with you. The problem is something you just told me, is that you knew it was a dangerous place. There were threats made, but you didn't think anything would happen like that.
No, I didn't.
You just told me.
But I don't think that this has anything to do with that. I don't know what this has to do with. I don't know anything anymore.
But you realize that information might be the reason for this whole thing.
Alexandra grew defensive even as she broke into tears, not knowing what evidence the detectives had against her. She began making up stories, only to deny them moments later.
I don't know. I don't think it was robbing. Colton didn't even say, hey, I have a gun in the truck, nothing. He didn't.
Okay. Well, let's go back. So anyway, these guys come up. Do Colton and this person start fighting immediately? Is there anything said to Colton? What kind of helped me understand what's happening there?
I walked out the door. Well, I kicked the door open.
Right.
I said, I see you. He walked around the thing. He was laughing. I said, Celeste is putting on some shorts and do you want to go or do you want to stay? What do you want to do? And he's like, I don't know. Boom.
Okay.
I didn't even see this person. I really didn't even see this person until they were on the ground right here.
Maybe it was, I don't know that anybody had the intent to kill anyone tonight. Maybe they just came up to beat somebody's ass to jump them and got crazy. I don't know.
This kid said he wasn't going to do anything to hurt anybody at the house or me or anything, but because he came to a party and something happened to him, And it was at that house that I was supposed to be responsible for it. And he told me personally that he wasn't mad at me and that nothing was going to happen. And I believed him, and 2 weeks went by and nothing happened. I wasn't there. I was at my friend's house for a couple of days because of this. Came back, nothing happened. His Nana turned the power off. Jordan got the power turned back on.
The inconsistencies piled up, exposing the cracks in her account. It was clear that she was under immense psychological pressure, driven either by the fear of being caught or by the realization that her attempts to manipulate the situation were falling apart.
It could have been anybody that actually came through on Facebook tonight. Anybody. It didn't have to be Colton. It could have been anybody that I was like, hey, do you want to chill? Anybody that could have came to my house. That could have happened to them.
Why?
What do you mean, why? Because people are nasty. People do mean things. When you do and you're around people who do, they don't give a
But Allie, why would people be sitting around your yard waiting for somebody to pull up?
Because they, I don't know.
That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. And I'll agree with you. A lot of these things, they don't make sense. You're right. But this is...
I don't know every part to every single story to sit here and tell you everything that's going on. It could be relevant. It could be irrelevant.
So let me decide whether it's relevant or irrelevant.
No, because I'm the one that's going to be thrown through the mud for this, not
Why?
you.
What? Who's going to throw you through what?
Who was...
You're willing to take a chance that you're going to cover up for a murder. You're willing to take that chance.
What? I'm not covering up for no murder. I didn't do anything.
You need to tell me what happened 2 weeks ago or whatever and who it involved.
I don't know everybody's names, last names, first names. I don't know.
Well,
there was a lot of people at my house. We had a party. Some went down. Some guns were pulled out.
What is some I don't what
I
happened?
don't know. I wasn't outside. Neither, and Celeste wasn't there either.
Okay, but you've heard, give me the story
yes,
that
the
you
name
know.
is Jared Wells. Jared Wells was the person that got up. That he pulled out the gun at the house, and he said, and then I was with him like 2 days ago, and he was fine. He was like, or not 2 days ago, like, what's today? Saturday?
Yeah.
And he was like, well, my people are coming to that house, and they're going to blow up, and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, please don't send me to the house. I had nothing to do with this. Don't do that. We're not. He told me that they weren't going to do anything, so that's irrelevant, but...
Okay, and listen, I might be able to, once we look at everything, we might be able to just count this whole thing out and say, yep, that is irrelevant.
But if it's not, then...
But, yeah,
I threw names out there that didn't even belong in this. I don't want to be in this anymore.
Are you serious? Allie, are you serious? Now, did Jared have issues with Colton? Was Colton there?
No.
Who did Jared Wells have problems with?
I don't know who did... I told Jared the same thing. I don't know who did that to Jared. I don't know what went down. I don't know any of that.
Did he get beat up?
I think he got jumped. I don't know.
Okay.
I think he got jumped. I think he got robbed. Somebody said... There was a bunch of things said. I don't know a straight answer to be telling you the complete truth.
Just tell me what the
this.
rumors are.
All those things.
Okay, so that Jared was robbed and that he was jumped. What was he robbed
Arrested.
of? He was arrested?
Apparently he was arrested.
At your house?
No, at some other house. This is just so really long.
Okay, well here, let's do this. I think it's fair. I think it would be fair to whoever was killed tonight that we go through this story.
Okay.
Alexandra's sorrow isn't for Colton. Her concern is her own reputation, as if protecting her image matters more than the life that was lost. But the psychological pressure is starting to take its toll, and soon the conversation will shift, turning her entire story upside down.
Do you know if the sheriff's office was called or anything this night? For all this drama?
No.
Were you there? Inside, but...
Inside. Well, I was talking to his Nana in the front yard.
Okay. So, how when you were there, how did it come out that, obviously, I'm assuming you saw Jared and he had injuries or whatever? No?
No. I don't know what happened. Jared pulled the gun.
Jared did pull a gun? Who did he pull a gun on?
I don't know. I don't know who he pulled the gun on. I don't know anything about that situation. I just know rumors. I know that it happened there because he said that. That's it.
Okay. So you met this guy last weekend and y'all are friends on Facebook, but...
No, we're not. I've sent him a friend request, but he hasn't accepted it.
Okay.
The last time I checked in, I just checked my notifications.
Okay. So, on 4th of July weekend, Jordan's throwing a party, Jared's there, and you know just through by being told rumors or whatever that something's happened. Something went down. Somebody got robbed, or somebody got jumped, or somebody got beat up, and it was Jared. And
that Jared kid got robbed again by one of the people that I associate with.
Who's that?
No, I don't associate with him. Like, I used to associate with him, but he hangs out in the same, like, crowdish people that I hang out with. And it's Dalton Carver, and he robbed him.
Dalton Carver?
Yeah, he actually did. I think he actually did succeed doing it, I think.
Okay. When was this?
I don't know. Like, since 4th of July. So that Jared kid's mad as... But he said he wasn't mad at me, so I didn't...
What did he rob Jared for? More dope?
Like 100 bars.
Okay. Did he do it by gum? Did he do it... I mean, how did he do it?
I don't know.
And no one said anything?
I don't think Dalton has a gun.
Did he just steal it? Maybe not rob it?
Probably. Knowing Dalton, probably.
Okay.
But the point is, the kid, like, in the same group of people I associate with.
Let me ask you this. Does Dalton hang out at your house?
No.
Did he before? Was he at that party?
No.
Because let's just say this was in retaliation.
I don't associate with Dalton. I associate with people that Dalton associate with.
Okay.
You feel me? You see where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
He's not dead. Please tell me he's not dead.
Does Jared have any issue with Colton? Does he think Colton's involved?
No, Colton wasn't involved in any of this.
But
Nothing.
could Jared have
None
thought
of this. No. That's why I said that's irrelevant.
Alexandra adopts a posture of arrogance, trying to distance herself emotionally from the crime. She projects confidence, as if she has nothing to hide. Alexandra resists for more than an hour, clinging to her lies and evading every question. But eventually, the weight of the interrogation becomes too much. She realizes she can't keep running from the truth.
But who went over and robbed him?
I don't know all their names.
Give me something so I can go back and I can tell them that you're being honest with me.
There were 3 black guys.
Okay.
And I don't know any other names. And then 1 white guy.
Tell me how all this came out to be then.
Everybody's just dumb. They're all dumb, and they don't think. Even when I say no, they don't listen. Whether it's robbing somebody or whether it's anything, they don't listen.
Okay.
And because I'm friends with them, I have to go down with them. And because
that's not necessarily true. You could be a witness in this whole thing.
I'm not a witness when I invited Colton over. If I never invited Colton over, they would have never done any of that.
Allie,
the only wrong thing I did was invite him there.
I know.
And he didn't deserve that.
You're right. He did not.
I know he didn't.
Who told you to invite him there, Allie? Jordan?
And he wouldn't leave it alone.
Okay. What do you mean he wouldn't leave it alone? He just wouldn't. He just kept on?
Yes.
When was Jordan over at your house?
He lives there.
He lives there? Okay, yeah. He lives there. Why did Jordan... because he's stupid?
He just does dumb things. And I told him no, I told him leave it alone. I said I was going with him. I started getting dressed.
What was Jordan's plan?
I don't know. They didn't tell me. I swear to God they didn't. The only thing that they said was to bring them over, and I was like, I am, but I think I'm leaving. And Jordan even asked me, he was like, are you leaving with him? I said, yeah, I think I am. I don't think you should do this. He doesn't deserve it.
Alexandra believed she could walk away from this without facing any consequences. But the law is clear. If you know a crime is about to occur, you are an accessory. It doesn't matter whether you pulled the trigger or simply stood by.
That way, you can write it. I can go out there and start talking.
What? You're a police officer and a detective. You're not dumb. What charges am I looking at?
You're looking at accessory to all this.
No. This is why I didn't want you to tell the truth, because this is not.
You were looking at that before, Allie. Before you even told me anything. before you. I mean, it's like I told you from the beginning.
Accessory to murder?
Absolutely. You could be. That's an option. But we have something called discretion.
What's that?
That means it means when I pull you over, I can decide whether to write you a ticket or write you a warning. If you've committed a crime, a misdemeanor crime, I can write you a ticket or I can take you to jail. Okay? When you're involved in a serious felony investigation and stuff, we can, other than going to jail, we can use your testimony as a witness. There's different things. But I can't make you any promises as far as anything of that goes because we don't even have, to my knowledge, we don't even have Jordan in custody yet.
Yeah, but I'm the one who just snitched on him.
No, you're not. No, Celeste is the first one.
Colton's life matters more than all of us, and I understand that wholeheartedly, which is why I sat here and cried and eventually told you the truth over myself. I just put somebody else before me.
Yeah, and you should have.
I know that I should have.
Let me ask you this too, though. Do you know where they ran off to? Where they would go to hide?
No.
There's got to be somewhere they're hiding. If we don't have them, to my knowledge, we don't.
But if I walk out this door, I can go straight to them and find them. I know I can find them. The first person Jordan will get a hold of is me.
Why?
Why? To make sure I don't snitch.
How do you get a hold of you? Facebook? How do you get a hold of you?
I would look for him and find him.
Oh, okay. You want me to go get you another statement?
And I just probably ruined my life.
Why? By telling the truth?
No, I ruined my life because nobody's gonna hire me. Nothing. I'm probably gonna go to prison, let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Listen, trust me, there are so many times in my job where I think that, and I end up arresting the same person for the same stuff a month later. So let's not jump to just crazy conclusions, okay? You messed up. Absolutely. People mess up. You didn't kill anybody.
I didn't help kill anybody either. That was
right.
Those were not my intentions. Never, not once. I didn't even know they were guns.
That wasn't your intention. But it's important for you to tell me that so I can at least go and tell all these people, hey, this isn't what she was doing. This is simply what she tried to do.
The detective has heard enough. He is finished with her lies, and he's about to confront her with evidence that will make it impossible for her to spin another story.
Then why would Celeste say that you and Jordan set this up?
She didn't say that.
She didn't.
Because I don't know where Jordan is.
Well, but why would I lie to you about it?
I don't know, to get answers to see if I'm lying.
I couldn't even remember the kid's name. That's why I just had to look at the text message.
She said that me and Jordan set this up?
Yeah.
That's really what she said?
Yes, no games. No games, no tricks. And that's what I'm standing here telling you. Allie, you didn't set up a murder, okay? You set up a stupid script that went bad. That part that went bad is not on you. If you continue to lie, there's a good chance it's going to stick to you.
Okay, so say that you're not just pulling my freaking...
This is no games, Allie. This is no games. I'm not lying to you. This is serious.
Okay, so...
And you're a good person, and I don't want to see you go down for something stupid.
Okay,
so just tell me the truth.
But either way, even if she said that and it's true, I go to jail. Right?
No, not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Did you pull a trigger, Allie?
No, why would I kill somebody?
Exactly. So let's cut this out. You didn't pull a trigger. Okay, you made some mistakes, but let's own up to them. Someone died. This is bigger than just some... You're worried about little petty...
I want to go home. I don't want to go to jail.
What do you think your best options are to go home? You think it's to continue to sit here and feed me a bunch of BS, or you think it's to be like, hey, listen, I'll own up to this little stupid thing I set up, but there was no intention for any of this to happen. That's on someone else. You see what I'm saying? It's completely different. Completely different. This is no games. I'm not trying to trick you at all, because what she's saying is sure as hell enough to put you in jail. If you are involved in setting up a robbery, enough people are going to tell us
that that's illegal.
Yes, it's a conspiracy to commit robbery. It is illegal. However, you know who killed him.
I don't know who killed him. I don't.
Okay, but you know who is involved in the robbery, Allie, and you can give me information that will help me lead to someone who has murdered your friend. But right now you are holding back because you're afraid of some stupid charge.
It's not stupid.
I know it's not stupid to you. I know. I understand that. But let me tell you something, Allie. The way this is panning out with everybody else talking, if you do not tell me the truth, you're going to go to jail for a long time.
Please don't say that.
Tell me the truth about your
You promise if I tell you the
part.
truth, you're not going to put me in jail? You promise?
I can tell you right now, from talking with you, I don't think you've murdered anybody. I don't think you set up a murder or anything like that. I will not drop a booking sheet on you for murder or anything like that. But I cannot listen to me. You put yourself in a bad situation. I'm not going to make you any promises. It's everything that's going on around us, with everybody talking, Celeste talking, and then we're going to start piecing this all together. It sounds like everybody's starting to give it up. Those are the ones who aren't going to go to jail for a long time. The people who don't tell us the truth and lie and all that, when it comes out, they're going to be the ones that get examples made out of them because they were not cooperative. They show no remorse for human life, and they will not even just talk.
I do care.
But everyone's got a side to a story. If you don't tell your side of the story, then, I mean, that's on you. That's on you, and you're going to get charged. 100%. So make your decision right now on what your life's going to be.
That's all I did, to come over and hang out.
Right, that's your involvement.
And they went over there and they robbed him.
Exactly. Your only involvement is you asked your friend to come over.
At last, the detective manages to extract a confession, something that might have been impossible without Celeste's statement. Alexandra suddenly turns emotional afterward, but her tears ring hollow. Even now, she sends detectives on wild chases with false addresses, spinning yet another fabricated story. Alexandra isn't just confessing, she's still manipulating and playing the role of the puppeteer. And the most disturbing part is the truth about the planning, and the real sequence of events remains locked inside her. Only she decides when, or if, the full story is revealed.
The power is out, but it's on.
What do you mean? I don't care if you're stealing it from the neighbor or whatever.
It's not. I did it. Jordan just clicked the little thing on the box and flipped the switch.
Okay. So the power works, though. And you turn the power off, hoping that Colton would think, oh, that ain't it.
I did everything to prevent it from happening to him. Honestly, to the Jared kid, no. Would I feel bad if Jared lost his life right now? Yes, because it would have been under my back. But I did everything that I could. I thought they had just left or something. I mean, part of me knows that deep down inside of my gut that I had a bad feeling about the whole situation.
What did you think? I mean, what was your bad feeling? What did you think was going to happen?
That they were either going to fail.
Fail at what?
At robbing somebody, like Jordan always does. And then I have to deal with it. I have to deal with people. People really do come to my house and do to it all the time. I have to deal with that. And I moved in with him all because of Kyle. If I would have never moved in with him, if I would have just gotten on a plane, all of this wouldn't be happening right now.
Johnson was brought into the plan because Coleman didn't have a gun. They believed Johnson, along with another man, could supply the weapons needed to carry out the robbery.
So you know the other three? Or no?
I've never heard of a Torrance Johnson. I think it's Tory, not Torrance.
Well, he may go by Tory.
No, I don't personally know these people, but if I saw a picture of him, I could possibly tell you who.
But a Tory Johnson sounds familiar to you?
No, a Tory, not a Torin, and no Johnson. I don't know last names like that.
Oh, okay. Is Tory a black male? Yeah.
Jordan talks about him sometimes, but not Torin.
A Tory? Was he there today at your house? No? Okay. For the robbery.
The light in the kitchen was on. None of the lights were on before either.
Okay.
Because his Nana turned the power off. We were using candles.
Why not tell him on the phone?
Because Jordan was standing in the living room the whole time.
Okay. Now that makes sense. So Jordan was standing there with you. So,
yeah, the whole time.
So Jordan knew Colton was on the way.
Yes and no. Jordan wasn't worried about Colton. That's what makes this all so confusing. Jordan didn't know that Colton had or didn't have. I never told him any of that.
And I'm like I said, I'm not
the Jared kid I did.
Right.
Jared brags. Jared throws his on the table. He carries around a duffel bag full of. He's like asking to get robbed. He's literally like, he does not care. Like, he literally does not. Like, he just gets robbed. You know what he did after he got robbed? He went and bought more. Right. He doesn't care. Like, that's just a kid that, like, he gets entertainment out of being robbed. Not Jordan, Jared. My stomach's dropping because I just feel like a rat.
Why?
Just because no matter everything I say, I'm still going to go down for this.
Why is it? But why? I mean, I don't understand the whole. Why is it a big deal that you're cooperating with a murder investigation of one of your friends?
It's not a big deal that I'm cooperating.
Well, that's what you said. You feel like a rat by telling me these things.
I'm upset because no matter what I tell you guys, this just solves the case.
Even now, Alexandra clings to the belief that she is the innocent one, the good person in all of this. But deep down, she knows the truth that she is going to prison.
It wasn't Colton that Jordan wanted to rob. Mm-hmm. It was Jared.
But because Colton came, he chose to rob Colton.
Maybe I don't know what was going through Jordan's head. Maybe he thought that was Jared.
Okay.
Maybe he thought that was Jared. Maybe. Okay. But I did tell him my friend was coming over to pick me up.
Okay.
So he knew that. Whether it be Colton, but I had a bad gut feeling as soon as Jordan disappeared. He disappeared right after I told him that Jared was finding a ride over here, but he wasn't on the way, and that I was leaving and Colton was coming to get me.
Well, see, after the shots happened and all that, do they come back in?
No. They never came back in, not once.
The suspects, Jordan, Tarian, and Ozell, fled immediately after the shooting. Two of Colton's friends managed to escape, and it was only a matter of time before the police were called.
Does that sound like the truth?
Yes, like I just... What do you mean? Is it the truth?
Yeah, but I just don't feel like you guys believe me.
Well, you gotta understand after...
I understand I didn't open up and I didn't say anything.
But you've done the right thing now, okay? It's water under the bridge. I told you. As long as you were straight with me, before we left here, before we were done, you get a clean slate with me. All right? We're good. You just can't... I mean, if there's anything else, you gotta come out with it. All this kind of... I know you're worried a lot about yourself, okay? But this is bigger.
I'm also worried about the whole situation, not just myself.
This is bigger.
Yes, I'm scared to go to jail, yes. But I know that my actions led me there. By even talking about a robbery or being around those kind of people, this is stuff that happens.
Right. Let me go get these pictures, okay? And I'll be right back.
Alexandra has an entirely warped mindset, worried about all the wrong things. Even at the very end, she isn't mourning Colton, or even concerned with justice. She's upset with herself for singing like a bird. Someone was killed, and she doesn't care if the people responsible are held accountable. To her, the only thing that matters is whether she's betraying her so-called friends who are killers. 21-year-old Alexandra Schreffler thought she could outsmart the detectives. Instead, she was charged with murder and armed robbery. In the end, she pleaded guilty to the lesser charge of armed robbery in exchange for testifying against her co-conspirators. Alexandra was sentenced to 15 years in prison. If you enjoyed our production, watch this next one, and don't forget to subscribe.